Garvee sent me this pre-lit Christmas tree for my review, and I'm going to take it out of the box and show you how to put it together. I love that the box is really compact and then everything's just gonna kind of puff out and be massive and beautiful. And the fact that this is pre-lit is so fantastic. And at a quick glance, I'm also seeing that there's some pine cones on here, so I can't wait to show you. So first thing I'm going to do is inside the box, this was actually closed together and I just opened it up and then I just added the screws in here. Obviously, it needs to be tighter, but I need to put the first piece first. So basically what you're going to do is you want to get your stand ready, and then we're going to go with the bottom. So this is, normally I have my husband's help, so just bear with me. So we're going to go ahead, and I believe this is correct. This looks like the biggest option, so, or the biggest piece. So this is going to go right here in the stand. The nice thing is, oh, maybe I screwed this in too much. The nice thing is, what I was going to say is that this is actually not heavy, so I'm not having a hard time doing it myself, but obviously it's easier to have some extra hands. Let me see here. I definitely put this in too much. That's my fault. So you see these screws? I just wanted them in there in place to make my life easier, but I screwed it in too much. So let's go ahead, pop this in. There we go, okay? And then now that it's in, we of course can tighten these. You just want to do this obviously so that it stays in place. All right, so we've got the base of our tree. And then as you can see, these already want to come down. Now, at first glance, you're probably like, what kind of Christmas tree is this? But don't worry, we are actually going to fluff out the tree. And check this out. I'm gonna do this more in detail, but these have like little wires in them. So like, look at this. I can like literally curl this if I wanted to, which I absolutely love, because if you have heavier ornaments, you can actually kind of bend it so that they don't slide off. But you are going to see me doing this later. I'm going to like fluff out literally every single piece, and we're going to have a beautiful Christmas tree. But I'm jumping ahead. So let's go ahead. This is the second piece. So my only thing is, because there are lights, so we're doing this together. So there are lights that need to be plugged in. So now I'm wondering if this is not the bottom, because we will actually have the plug that needs to get plugged into the wall unit. This one might actually be the bottom one. I'm not too sure. Okay, I'm gonna check this out and I will be right back. Okay, so I was right. This is the bottom. We were good, and this was actually inside the box. So I just had to look for this because I was looking for the actual plug that I needed to, because I knew that that was going to be the bottom base, and we're building ourselves up. So it is here, and I just had to screw it on and attach it to this piece here. So I'm just going to slide over and then plug this in right now. The lights are going to turn on, but I'm going to turn that off for a second just while we get everything. Check this out. I didn't even realize. So we're going to filter through all the colors in a second. So let's go ahead and get the next piece. So now we're going to do the same thing. So in the middle here, you just have that hole, and then this is just going to go right into that hole. Okay. And then, so it's kind of like a, oh, here we go. So this is how we are going to connect the lights. So these are going to connect together. I'm not so good at this. I don't have my glasses on. There we go. And then that, so we make sure that the lights are connected. And then before I even put on the top piece, I'm going to, okay, the next one is right here. So we know that that top piece is going to connect to that one here. So let's grab this top piece, and I see it right here. We've got this one here. So this is going to go into here, like so. Same thing. Give me a second. I don't have my glasses on. There we go. And done. Now let's go ahead and turn on the light. And again, it's not fluffed yet, so don't worry about it. I know it looks kind of crazy right now. Let's see. Ta-da! Okay, so again, first time you click on the button, and we've got just like those ones. And then you can have colored lights. You can have the white lights here, or the kind of like, you know, warm lights. And then you've got these ones. I love that you can just kind of like filter through these right here. Oh, you can even have twinkling lights. Twinkling. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the options. This is great. Oh, I've never seen that before. So it is actually filtering through the, you know, bright colored lights and then the white lights. So it's twinkling between the two. Literally never seen that before. Oh, and faster. This is great. Oh, I am loving this. Okay, so then now you probably don't want to watch me do this whole thing because it's going to take time, but we'll film a little bit of this. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're pulling down each of these. Don't be scared. I mean, obviously don't be like crazy and like try and rip them off, but you do need to open these up. This is the only way you're going to get this tree. Like that's the reason, like these things, you know, you got to pack it away. So you have to make sure that they, you know, can fold up really tight, but you have to open these. Like don't be scared to pull. And like even the branches here can move around and you just kind of pull down, you open these up. And then you're going to see in a little bit, we're going to have like a completely different tree. Okay, so I recruited my husband's help to help me finish this. It does say that it takes about 2 hours to actually get this fully set up. My husband and I did this in about 10 minutes. Obviously, it could use a little bit more time, but just so that you get the general idea, it's definitely not going to take you 2 hours. And just to kind of show you again one more time, like one of the easiest things I find with trees like this is that, you know, once you're kind of done, you take a step back. And for example, I'm noticing like right here, it just kind of looks like there's a bit of a hole. I'm not liking the way this looks. So it's so easy just to start pulling. Like look at this, this one could be moved over. This whole branch can now come over here and this can come down, and then now like I've literally just filled that hole. And so that's just kind of what you have to do. So it is a bit of a process. So if you've never had an artificial tree before, definitely that's what I recommend. Take it out, do as much as you can, kind of take a step back, you find those holes and you just start pulling and in all directions, and then it's going to come out beautiful. So this one here is 7.5 feet. They do have a couple different options for sizes. I think they have like a 4.5 foot or something like that. And then they have like a 5'11", so almost 6 foot. This one here has 1,042 branches and it has 550 lights on it. If you have never had a pre-lit Christmas tree, you are truly missing out. That is probably one of my least favorite things to do, is to actually string the lights on the Christmas tree. I mean, in my opinion, it's one of the most important because it's my favorite. It is just absolutely beautiful, but it is just so much work making sure that you get it around properly. These ones are already in place, ready to go. It makes it so simple. This one here is partially flocked, and what that means, flocked, is actually the fake snow. So I've actually never had a partially flocked artificial tree before. The fully flocked ones I've had usually are completely caked on with the snow, and it literally will fall on the floor. And while you're getting that ready, it ends up all over the place. And if I'm being totally honest, it looks beautiful, but it's a bit of a nightmare. I think this might be my new favorite because you do get this more like natural snow look, or they're calling it flocked, but it is not falling all over my floor, which is amazing to me. And I love the added touch of just like kind of a couple pine cones here. At first, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that, but I love that they're like super spread out and it's not overwhelming with them. So I think that's great. So yeah, honestly, if you are looking for an artificial pre-lit Christmas tree, partially flocked, this thing is beautiful.